What's happening, y'all? So we're out here today in Beaver Creek. We're doing a shingle sample pull here for the carrier. So we've got damaged shingles here on this roof, but Allstate is only paying for a handful of repairs. But in order to be able to do a repair, we need to make sure if this shingle is even available, because Ohio is a matching state. So the carrier can't, or Allstate can't force this client to do a bunch of patch repairs on their roof that's going to be unsightly. So we need to make sure this shingle is even available, and the only way to do that is by pulling a sample of it, or essentially taking out one of the damaged shingles and then sending it off to a third-party company who's going to identify the shingle and see if it's available. So first thing we do is we find a shingle that was marked as damaged by the carrier for replacement. So this shingle right here was creased real bad. You can see some of these creases on it from wind uplift. I mean, it's a damaged shingle. So that's the one that the carrier is already covered, so we're going to pull that sample. Now, most of the time I would take a 5-in-1 and unseal the shingle, but this one has already been unsealed. So the shingle above it, in order to get this one out, I got to pull the nails, and the shingle above it is still attached. So I'm going to take a second and unseal that. All right, so this is the shingle we're trying to take out. So I'm taking the 5-in-1 and I'm unsealing the shingle above it, so that way we can access these nails. As you can see, they've been pulled through. So the last set of nails is one above. So again, we need to unseal these shingles to get access to those nails. Here's our damaged shingle. Alright, so we gotta pull these last couple nails. Alright, that should be all the nails. Yep, and then I'll pull that. So we got a sample here now that we're going to be able to send off to the carrier. This process can take some time, so we want to make sure we're going to leave them dried in. Here is what we call the little bit of felt. Make sure that they don't have any issues or worries about leaks in between now and then. Get a piece of felt to size. You don't want to do additional damage and just lay this part down and put nails down here into shingles that haven't been accounted for by the carrier. We don't want to do anything that would damage the claims process. So we're going to take this shingle, we want to slide it up underneath our patch. We're nice and above where we need to be. And then I'm going to cut. So now we've got our temporary patch up. I can lift these shingles back up, and I'm going to nail up here, so that way we're not left with exposed nails, but it's going to be hidden by the shingle and keep everything watertight as we go through the claims process here. So there you got it. We've got a nice temporary repair here. We've got our shingle sample here that we're going to be able to send off and figure out if this is even available or not. And this is definitely the way to go about handling a process with any insurance carrier who's trying to make you do just patch repairs. Is beat them at their own game. We got to figure out if this is even available, and if we get a third-party report that says this shingle is discontinued or not available, then we're not able to do proper repairs, which will end up this entire roof then needing to be replaced. So make sure you're working with a contractor who understands this process and knows how to do it properly. Is not just going to take a sample and leave you exposed to the weather. This process can take a couple weeks, so you don't want just a missing shingle and end up with a leak because someone didn't do this right. So make sure you give us a call.